Alright there everyone, another booze video. Yeah, so basically I've got like a mostly empty bottle of Jack Daniels. This was not drank by me. I just haven't had a chance to go out and get anything to actually do a review video on. It's at the moment in my work, because I work in a shop and it's like one of the busiest times of the year, and the shopping centre I work is open till 10 o'clock, so now I'm working late shifts and just sort of not having any time to actually go out and go to the off licence or anything. So it got to like last night and I was like, shit, I haven't been able to get any booze to review. And I looked through my cupboards, they were pretty empty, and then at the back of the cupboard I found this old bottle of Jack Daniels. I think it was from a party that I had, a barbecue, and someone brought a bottle of Jack Daniels, and it looks like they've drank most of it, but there's a bit left, and I don't think it's like whiskey and stuff. It doesn't like change the taste. You know, it doesn't go like bad or anything. Like if that was a little tiny bit of beer in a bottle, it would have gone rank by now. But I'm pretty sure the taste won't have changed. So I thought, fuck it. I haven't done a Jack Daniels video before. It's not something I drink really, but I might as well review it. It's a classic drink, and yeah, I just haven't had time to get anything else. So anyway, let's have a look at the bottle. Pretty much, I think everyone knows what a Jack Daniels bottle looks like. Tennessee sour mash whiskey. People, another thing, when I worked in bars, because you get drunk customers who think they know everything, they tell me that Jack Daniels isn't a whiskey, it's a bourbon. I don't know anything about these things, but they've pretty clearly on the bottle write whiskey, so I don't know what the deal is there. Why do people insist it's not a whiskey when it says on the bottle it's a whiskey? 40% vol. Distilled and bottled by Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee, USA. Quality and craftsmanship since 1986. Jasper Newton Jack Daniel. Here at the Jack Daniel Distillery, we're proud to honour the independence and integrity of the man who established our distillery at the Cave Spring Hollow. True to Mr. Jack's whiskey-making tradition, we still mellow our whiskey drop by drop and stand by Jack's charge. Every day we make it, we'll make it the best we can. Okay. Best enjoyed responsibly. I bet that's probably not the best way to enjoy it, but you know. Made only in Lynchburg. Okay, and then it's mellowed through charcoal for smoothness, sugar maple charcoal, matured for character in our own handcrafted barrels, tasted for flavour by masters until deemed ready, awarded top quality and distinction. So yeah, I guess this is like the most famous whiskey in the world, and I'm not a whiskey drinker, so yeah. Some people might also consider it an entry-level whiskey drink. Yeah, it smells like, actually smells nice, but it's got a kind of, this alcohol smell is so strong, it's kind of like, it just reminds me of something sort of industrial, like a paint stripper or something. I actually cleaned my bong out the other day. I used acetone and then I ran out of that, so I used white spirit. So and I've got another weed review to upload, but I did that before I cleaned the bong, so I've got a dirty bong review to upload. Yeah, it smells nice actually. I don't know what it smells like though. I'm getting a bit better at identifying smells and flavours in beer, but I don't know about whiskey. Sort of, what sort of flavours are, you know, kind of sweet, like toffee-ish. And yeah, it just reminds me of my grandma's house. She used to drink whiskey. I don't think it was Jack Daniels, it was some other whiskey. It was like Scotch whiskey. He used to let me have a sip now and then. Yeah, and I've got this glass. I picked this up because it looked like something that Julian would have rum and coke out of in Trailer Park Boys. It's a bit smaller, but you know, it's got that kind of look to it. So anyway, so we go. It actually smells nice. Like, it smells lovely, I've got to admit, even though it does have that kind of industrial paint stripper smell. Yeah, it's got like a woody, I guess it might be the charcoal actually, or the barrels, you know, because you get this beer that's been put into whiskey barrels and it really smells like woody and stuff. So I guess sugar maple charcoal for smoothness. It's got a woody smell and yeah, very sweet toffee sort of notes. Yeah. Let's have a sip. Yeah. Sweet. It's got a sweetness to it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to taste whiskey, so I don't know what the taste is that I'm getting, or the sensation. It's almost like astringency with a T. It's like or dry, I'd say, a dryness, like with sloe berries or something, like it's sort of sweetness, and then it kind of changes to like a sort of bitter, not bitter, but like an astringent sort of sensation right in the middle of the tongue. Yeah, it's like the flavour changes in your mouth, because the alcohol taste is so strong. It's like it burns almost, and it evaporates in your mouth, and all these flavours sort of come out. I guess that's just the high alcohol percentage. It's, you know, I'm a beer and cider drinker. I'm not used to the hard stuff, so it's a completely different sensation. Yeah, and it's more sensation in the mouth. Kind of, yeah, it's the evaporation, the alcohol. It kind of goes to the back of your throat. It goes up into your sort of sinuses, and just sort of expands. The flavour sort of expands from like the warmth of your mouth and everything. So yeah. It's nice. I'm having a real hard time distinguishing flavours, or I think it is sort of toffee-ish, butterscotch almost. It is very sort of sweet, but not sickly. It's like, yeah, butterscotch, something like that. Honeycombs, like a crunchy bar or something like that. The insides of a crunchy bar. I don't think they have crunchy bars in America. For anyone watching in America, I'm not sure if they do. I sent someone from America a crunchy bar once, and they were like, "Wow, a crunchy bar," as if they'd never seen one. I thought it was weird, but maybe they don't have them over there. Anyway, yeah. Cheers, everyone. I'm hating these Christmas hours because I can't get anything done. I finish work at 10 o'clock, and then I end up staying up too late because I'm awake when I get home, and then I'll sleep all day and then get up and go to work, and then there's no shops open when I finish work. I did attempt after work, because I work pretty much next door to a Weatherspoons, to go in and get some of the canned. They used to have these American import beers in cans, and I can't remember the brewery or anything else about them, but one of them was called the Crisp, and they had it out like until just recently. That was like the beer they had. They had the Crisp, and there was another one by the same brewery in a different can, and the Crisp was absolutely delicious, and I wanted to go and get one tonight and do that as a review, but they've changed it to the Inns and Gun beer, which is the stuff aged in different barrels, like rum barrels and whiskey barrels. But I think I've drank that before in bottles on my channel, so I wasn't that interested in that. I wanted to get the crisp, but but I thought maybe I could do like another drinking thing where I review random shit that's in Wetherspoons, seeing though it's so easy for me to get to from work. And you know, Wetherspoons is quite a national thing, so anyone in the country watching might go, well, I wonder what those beers are like in Wetherspoons. I'll go and watch the Channel Fadge channel. I'm enjoying this actually. I don't really drink whiskey, and the thing is, buying a bottle of whiskey, it's an investment in it. It's so like expensive for me anyway. Not I'm earn minimum wage. I can't go. I'd have to work like 4 hours or something to earn enough money to go and buy like a little bottle of Jack Daniels. It's such an investment of my time to go and buy one, whereas I can just buy a bottle, like 5 bottles of beer or something for £5 or something like that. You know what I mean? So I never like think to go and get it. But yeah, I'm enjoying this, so maybe it's something I could get into. I don't know. Yeah, that woody taste is definitely there. It starts out sweet and then changes to that like I say, that dry woody sort of flavour. Reading a book at the moment about weird science experiments. Actually, I'll go and get it. So it's only on the coffee table. Yeah, it's quite interesting so far. It's quite a light read. It's sort of coffee table book, I suppose. It's like little chunks, little segments of different experiments. Elephants on acid and other bizarre experiments. I haven't got to the bit about the elephants on acid, but that sounds interesting. From zombie kittens to tickling machines, the most outrageous experiments from the history of science. Anyway, the point is, there was an interesting one in here where some scientist invited like a load of renowned wine tasters and wine enthusiasts to a tasting, and gave them like a red wine and a white wine to taste, and then got them to taste each wine and then give their notes on like what sort of flavours they were getting. And so they tasted them and then give their flavours, and they said like for the white wines they were given like crisp, light. I don't know what the flavours. I don't know what flavour descriptors they use for wines, but it was like, you know, that sort of thing. And then for the red, it was like full bodied, deep. I don't know. I wish I could find it. I'll find it in the thing. Actually, no, I can't be asked. What's the difference? Yeah, full bodied, cloves, sweet toffee flavours. But anyway, the point was, what he'd actually done, the scientist, got a bottle of white wine, poured it into 2 glasses, and then put a flavourless red dye into one of the glasses. So the flavours of both the wines were exactly the same, but because they were so used to expecting the flavour of the reds, when they drank the white wine that was coloured red, they tasted red wine unwittingly, and they give the description of a red wine, and they used the flavour descriptors. So that interested me, because they were like really, really good wine tasters. So that made me think about like beer reviews and drink reviews in general, like how your expectation changes what you taste. Like, it's more than just what you smell and what you taste with your with your tongue. It's also like the sight, the colour and everything else, like the bottle and things. Another thing in the book is about Coke and Pepsi, how people can't tell the difference between the taste of Coke and Pepsi until you put it into a Coke or a Pepsi bottle. And then suddenly people can taste the difference, because like the logos are so like imprinted in our brains through advertising that actually changes the way this stuff tastes to us, because it's more than the actual flavour. The advertising has sort of rewired our brains into tasting it differently than it should. So anyway, I found that interesting, and maybe all these beer reviews are a complete sham. Maybe it all just tastes the same, and it's like a different colour, like a Pilsner versus a stout. Maybe it all tastes the same and it's just at different colours that make us perceive it differently. So anyway, hope you like this video so far. What do you think? Nice. I like this whiskey. I really never drink this stuff, but I'm enjoying this. Got a little tiny bit left. Just enjoy that. It's a good thing about parties. People leave loads of booze behind. A friend of mine who was at the party, he was on a TV show. He basically got his house got burgled so many times that he set up a camera, and he caught someone stealing his bike, and his bike just got stolen all the time. I don't think, even though he caught him on camera, they never got caught and he never got his bike back, but he was on this TV show anyway. And one of the things that he discovered was he had a house party, and then two of the people he invited basically, when everyone was sort of drunk at the end of the night, just went out the back door carrying loads of beers and things with them that other people had bought to the party. They just basically went to the party for a couple of hours and then pissed off home with everyone's beer. And then because he's got these like security cameras set up, it caught him. I can't remember what the TV show's called. I'm sure it's on YouTube or something, but it was quite a funny thing. I was seeing my friend on TV and his escapades with the video camera, the hidden camera, finding all this stuff. Oh. Yeah. Alright. So, wait, bye.